Peace, everybody. Um, these are gonna be your new moon readings for October 6th, which is coming up fast. I just want to talk a little bit about what happened on the 4th, where everybody got a much needed break from social media. Um, I know a lot of people, it was not something that you wanted or enjoyed, but it definitely was 100% an opportunity to just live in the moment and be present in the moment. Um, I know for me personally, I loved it because um, I'm not a real heavy social media user, but for business purposes and for like connecting with people who enjoy what I do and the things that I offer. A lot of those people aren't local, so it's not like we can meet up in person, at least not frequently. So I use social media more for those purposes and like, making these videos and marketing and things like that. So for me, it was a break from like just having to do those things. So I enjoyed it. I definitely wished it would have lasted a little bit longer because I don't really feel like people really got the lesson that was supposed to come from it. But hopefully, there are lots of things changing in the world of there's lots of things changing in everything in every aspect of the world right now, but particularly with social media right now, and a lot of truths are coming to light. So it's very possible that things will continue to change. You might see other outages. There are also, other contributing factors like if we get another solar flare, the solar emissions, the magnetic fields sometimes can knock things out. Also, we're in the midst of several retrogrades. So, Mercury retrograde tends to knock electronics and electronic communications out. Um, so, I just want to re emphasize that when these things happen, it's always for a reason. There's always something to learn and to gain from it. It definitely was refreshing to feel like, like when I was growing up, there wasn't really internet. And, as I got older, the internet that was there was just, it wasn't anything like it is now. So it kind of reminded me of those days where, you had to actually go to someone's house and knock on their door and, see if they're home, if they want to come out and play, or hang out or whatever. There were no cell phones, Yes, I'm that old. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I hope that everyone is taking the opportunity to really just gain the insight and the growth that comes from events like this. And really, it's an opportunity. Like right now, we just had uh, the fall equinox, and even for me, like you might see a little bit more blemishes on me right now because I am doing a cleanse, and things come out through your skin sometimes. If you have any toxins inside your body, so it's also a good time to have a social media cleanse if you do find yourself becoming addicted to just scrolling, or being addicted to um, the attention that you might get from posts or videos or stories or anything like that. Um, so yeah, it's like perfect timing as usual. So um, if you do find yourself being challenged, you can always hit me up and we can talk through it, where I can recommend some resources for you to, or insights or affirmations for you to overstand it a little bit more. Um, but yeah, it was definitely a positive thing. So I hope you got positive feedback from it. So let's get into these readings. So this is going to be your new moon reading for if your sun is in Cancer, your moon is in Cancer, or if you are a Cancer ascendant. So the card that I pulled for you is called Stripping Illusions, and that looks kind of like, I want to say like a lotus flower. Um, Stripping Illusions. So I feel like this is a very pertinent card for what's going on in the world today. But really, I think like what I'm getting from this picture is just to, keep things simple. Um, it's just the lonely flower, not lonely, the solitary flower in the field of grass, right? So, and it's blossoming. So I feel like right now is a time for you to remove anything that no longer serves you, any negative thought patterns or behaviors that no longer suit you, any extraneous things that you have in your life that no longer serve a purpose, that no longer benefit you, or that just might be a straight up distraction or just a complication in your life. Um, the next 28 days, um, you're being supported in getting rid of anything that doesn't serve your highest self. Um, it could be anything from, people in your life to a certain job, or it could be cleaning out your house. It could be, it could be all of those things. And that's not to say that you can necessarily get, if you feel like there's a lot that you need to strip, um, feel free to take more than 28 days to do it. But you are definitely being encouraged to do that for yourself. And I'm feeling that there are some things that you may be holding on to that um, you need to get rid of, but you might have an emotional attachment to it. Um, you might have some nostalgia associated with it, but you definitely want to get a clean start, especially being a Cancer, being as emotional as you are. It's easy to have these emotional attachments, but always remember that just because you're getting rid of things or people doesn't mean you're getting rid of the memories or the emotions behind it. So, you'll always be able to recall those things that give you that emotional nostalgia, but you don't necessarily have to keep the thing to do that. Like, it's similar to like when people transition. I don't want to get too deep because I know that's a sensitive topic for a lot of people, but when people transition, a lot of times you become so focused on them physically not being there anymore, but you always have those memories and you always have those moments that you can recall, um, and still have that same nostalgia and that same, still think of them and smile and feel happy, without necessarily holding on to that piece of jewelry or item of clothing or whatever it might be. So this might also be a good time to um, release your attachment to physical things. And like I said, it might not necessarily be physical things. It could be some type of negative emotional cycle that you go through. Um, for example, if you feel like people are, out to hurt you or something like that, just kind of like releasing that and letting that negative thought pattern go, because 9 times out of 10 it is an illusion. Not that you haven't had those experiences, but um, the illusion is that everybody is not, out to hurt you. That's the illusion. Just because one person or two people did doesn't mean that everybody's going to. So things like that. Um, it could be anything, but you just want to simplify things in your life and get back to the basics and get back to the fundamentals, um, of what really make you happy, what's really for your highest good, what really best serves you right now. Um, so I wish you the best of luck. If you got any questions, you can always DM me. Um, but yeah, it'll definitely be such a huge weight that comes off your shoulders that you're releasing energetically when you are able to accomplish this. So I know you could do it. Um, like I said, best of luck. Have a great day.